Hi, Paco here. So as I was walking along the trail today, I found these beautiful huckleberries, and I thought that'd be a great thing to take home with me. The problem is I don't have a container to carry them with. So I'm going to share with you today how to make a basket made out of blackberry vines. The Pacific blackberry, or California blackberry, or Rubus ursinus, is a three-leafed blackberry vine that trails along the ground like so. Around here they are native and they grow everywhere. As you're walking along the forest, if you trip over something, it's probably one of these. Now these have small thorns, not like the Himalayan blackberries, which are gigantic, but they still will hurt you if you're trying to work with them. So the couple things I do to clean these off, so I wear a pair of gloves, and then I take a piece of canvas. And what I will do is I will just pull the blackberry vine through the piece of canvas like so. And then you have something that can now be used to make a basket out of. For this next part, you're going to need 6 thick pieces of blackberry vine. These are going to serve as the spokes of the basket. So to do this, you take some of your thicker pieces and clean off the ends, and then figure out how long you want to make it. This one I'm going to do, that'll probably be good. Take that and then use that as your measuring stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to need a 7th that is approximately half the length of the other ones. So a little bit longer than that, just to be on the safe side. Next, take your 6 spokes and take half of them and lay them over the top in a cross formation like so. Then find a thinner piece of blackberry vine. You'll see this one is substantially thinner than the other ones, and you're going to want to bend that in half like so, and lay it up against 3 of your spokes. From there you're going to give it a twist, a single twist like that, and then wrap it around the next 3 spokes. Then give it another twist again, always twisting in the same direction. And then give it another twist. And now you'll be back to where you started. You still want to give it 4 more twists, so go around 4 more times to get back to this location again. Now all 4 sides should be wrapped around twice. Now that you've gone around everything twice, you're going to now separate the spokes like so, still giving it a twist each time. But now you're going to twist and separate, and then twist and separate, twist again, twist and open that one up, and you're just going to go all the way around with putting space between each one of the blackberry vines. Okay, now we have all of these spokes split up like this, which now will form the base and sides of our basket. As you go, you can slightly adjust them to try and get them equally spaced. So we're going to go around one more time, then I'll show you the next step. You may remember that we have an extra spoke that we haven't used yet. What we're going to do is we're going to stick it between two of the other spokes, and it's going to become part of the design. So let me get to that point and then I will insert it into it. Okay, now this spot seems to have a bigger gap than some of the other ones, so that's why we're going to insert the spoke right here. What we'll do is just put a little space between the weavings that we've already done and slide it in, and now we're going to pretend like it's always been there and just wrap around like before. Now you may notice that we are running low on blackberry. So what we can do is we can add another one in. To do this, we grab our next piece of blackberry and we stick it next to the one that is running out, and then we'll just go over a couple times like this, twist in the next one, and twist it both of them again. And once you've done it a couple times, it locks the new one in place, and then we can continue. And any excess pieces that we have, like right there, we'll cut off later. Now these ones were pretty close to the same length. Ideally you'd have them staggered so they'd run out at different times. But for this one that's alright, we're going to add in the next one too. And we keep going for a little bit longer. You now have 13 spokes on your basket. The reason you need 13 is for this next step. So now, instead of twisting every time you go around, you're just going to take it and put both of those over or under one over the next. Under one over the next. Under, over, under, over. The reason you need the odd number is because when you get back to where you started, if it were under before, it'll be over now. And that's what you want, because you want it to vary every time. Now as we go, we can start bending up the sides of the basket every time we go under one. So we go bend it up, bend that one up, to bend it up all you need to do is pull it a little tighter than you did on the ones on the other side. So as before, you are going to eventually run out of blackberry vine. So what we're going to do is we're going to just add in another one. Just kind of slip it in there and go around with 3 for a minute. And then just keep it going like before. Now eventually you'll get to the size of basket that you're happy with. Since I'm collecting huckleberries and they're pretty small, this is probably good. So the next step is you're going to take each one of these spokes and you're going to bend it over and in front of the spoke next to it, like so. So then we bend the next spoke over and in front of the next spoke. Then over and in front, over, in front. You're going to do that all the way around. Now this last spoke, you have to put it in this slot right here because that's the first one that was bent down. So we'll still bend it over, but then we need to slide it in between the one that's already bent downwards. And what you get now is the top edge of your basket. And then the final stage is just to take your clippers and clean up anything that you don't want to be part of the final basket. Then you have these ones coming out the sides. Clean those up as well. And then some on the inside. Now these blackberries are still flexible because it's wet. So if you just bend it slightly, you can still shape it to the shape you want. And there you have it. A small basket that is big enough to collect huckleberries or whatever else you can find on the trail that you would like to eat. Once again, it's not going to win any beauty contests, but it is good enough for what you need it for. So that's it for this time. Till next time, bye.